Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Monday Mindful Moment. I'm Dr. Angie Anderson, and as always, I'm super excited to be back yet again with you all to go through this wonderful, fabulous book, 52 Ways to Live a Kick-Ass Life by Andrea Owen. Again, if you have not had a chance to check this book out and you are just now joining us, this is a great book. It's an easy read, and we have been going through each and every week for the last several weeks, talking about key strategies to practice living a kick-ass life so that you can be mindful along the way. So what I've been doing is sharing my chapter aha moments with you. Some of the ones that are a little shorter and a little bit more in depth, I do go ahead and read the whole chapter to you. So if you're not a reader, don't fret, because you can join us each and every week and get at least the takeaways from it. So what I would encourage you to do is go back. You can go to our website at www.serenitycounselingcenterva.com. I will put that in the comment section after we're done chatting today, so that you can go and check those out in case you have missed some weeks prior to today. Last week, I jumped ahead of the game. I was like, we're on already chapter 30. And I was like, wait a minute, that can't be right. But maybe I needed to go over that chapter because somebody last week needed to hear that message. So I'm going to backpedal just a little bit and take us back to where we left off. Today, we are going to talk about that nasty little habit that we get into about being held hostage to the scale. Andrea Owen calls it, the chapter, for the love of all that is holy, stop dieting. Are you a prisoner to that yo-yo dieting? I know that I have been guilty of that myself. So this chapter kind of hit home for me because I'm always trying to pay attention to my weight. And about a little over a year ago, I started doing this diet called Optavia, and it is used to be MetaFast, and I really like it because it's important for you to find something that works for you. I was getting in the habit of working all day, not eating, and then I would go home and I would pig out. And so I'm very busy. I don't have time to meal plan. I don't want to be held hostage, speaking of being held hostage, to a bunch of pills and things like that. I take my vitamins and I don't want to have to think about it anymore for the rest of the day. So other things just did not work for me. So this particular diet really helps me beef up my protein. I can do shakes or these protein bars. That is very, very helpful for me. So I encourage you to find something where you are showing up for yourself, taking care of your body with healthy eat, sleep, and exercise. So before I even start with the Andrea Owens chapter, I wanted to go on my own little soapbox on that. So make sure you're listening and giving yourself permission to do what works for you. So let's talk a little bit about the chapter that Andrea Owen talked about this. And she starts off right off the bat saying diets are bullshit and they don't work. And if you have been yo-yo dieting, you know that very, very well. So the one thing I have learned in my program, and this is the main reason I wanted to share that with you, not to try to get you to do another diet, but it's important to find what works for you. But the one thing that I found was that it allowed me to pace myself throughout the day. It was easy, it was fast, and it taught me to pay attention to NSVs, non-scale victories. Because I still do this. I weigh in once a week. I just check my weight every week just to kind of hold myself accountable. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work, but I do try my very best to pay attention to that. So this is something that Andrea Owen taps into about paying attention to the non-scale victories. So listening to yourself and your own body and loving it along the way is so very important. Your body knows the answer and can tell you, if you just stop for 1 minute and shut the hell up, how hard it is. So you got to be gentle on yourself. It's so easy to gain weight. Hey, sissy, I see my sister Dawn watching. Thanks for watching. And it's so important for you to be able to pay attention to that so that you don't, you have the awareness, but you don't keep berating and beating yourself up on it. Work on believing you're not broken and that you need fixing. You are perfect just as you are, no matter what you weigh in this moment. When you diet and lose weight, you're skipping the most important part, figuring out the reasons why you overeat and turn to food in the first place. You know, that whole emotional eating thing, it's real. So pay attention to it. Get your needs met in other ways so that you're not gorging out, pigging out, and then feeling guilty and bad about it. Change your mindset about how you're eating, because if you eat to nourish your body and love your body, it'll be a whole different experience for you. Simply be kind and compassionate to yourself. Get curious about what's happening when you're taking the action that is making you gain weight. Mine was stress. I was in a very toxic relationship and I was working on my PhD, and I was just had very terrible eating habits. And so I got serious about it because I was already working out like a freak. I was teaching 9 classes a week, some days 2 classes back to back. And so exercise wasn't my problem. My problem was my eating, and I had to listen to what my body needed. I could not just eat, in the evening when I was pigging out and then not eating during the day. Your sugar levels, and you just feel like crap. If you eat crap, you're going to feel like crap, or if you have crappy habits, okay? So pay attention to that. There's an incredible amount of power given to numbers. People like to measure things. So you might be attached to the numbers you see on the scale if you've ever experienced one or more of these following things. Have you ever stepped on the scale, looked down at the numbers, and felt like shit about yourself because of the number you saw? Yep, guilty. Have you ever bargained with yourself about your weight, only doing nice things for yourself when you reach a certain goal? Guilty. Do something nice for yourself every day. Again, shift your thinking. Am I eating to be kind to myself, or am I eating to fill a void? Check your motives on that. And then lastly, have you ever measured your self-worth based on these numbers? Unfortunately, guilty. You do not base your worth on how much you weigh, folks. Base your worth on who you are as a person. If you are overweight, you are accountable. That is something that can be changed. So get serious about it and pay attention to it. Am I perfect at it? No. I just had this conversation this morning with my lovely partner, telling him that I have got to get serious about this, and I do have to get serious about this. So if you want to, again, be gentle and loving towards yourself, pay attention to how you're feeding your body, the lack thereof. Are you using food as a punishment? Are you using it as a void, and so forth? Because your thoughts are creating your feelings. The number on the scale is just that, a number. So if it makes you feel bad, step off the scale. Stop weighing yourself and pay attention to other things. Like, are your clothes feeling good for you? Are your rings loose? Do you feel fat? That's, even though you shouldn't feel fat, but we do, because that's normal. So pay attention to that. There are other ways to measure your fitness. The easiest being, again, how your clothes fit. Or better yet, how do you feel? If you are taking the time and energy to move your body and honor your body by being active, your body will honor you back by telling you how it feels. You just need to stop and listen. So that, my friends, is the message for the day. Don't be held hostage to the numbers on the scale. Find other things, love yourself, and move on beyond letting your weight control and dictate to you who you are as a person. Okay? So stay healthy, stay well. Make sure you go and check out my website at www.serenitycounselingcenterva.com. And they can go see the Monday Mindful Moments there. You can see my meditations there. You can see all of our podcasts there. We have our Serenity Wellness and More podcast going out each and every Wednesday. So if you're looking for something to listen to while you're driving or doing housework or anything else, check out our podcast. You can go along and just stream. It's on most of the platforms. We're on almost every single podcast platform out there, but the easiest way to go is just go check out our website, okay? Take care, everybody. I hope everybody's staying healthy and stay well. And as always, namaste.